Hi, Roz. Hey, everybody. It's Patrick, Trusty THMercantile, live at the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. And sorry, had to coordinate feeding schedule, including my own. And the first person who wanted to join me right now is Roz. So ready for your close-up, Roz? This is Roz. Hi, Roz. Yes, you're good. You're good. And Roz is short for Shiraz. So we've got Roz here, and there will be others, I'm sure, making an appearance. But I wanted to, I'm going live at the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. I'm trying not to hang one of the dogs with my cords. Because we've got, we're going to say, no, that's Tucker. Tucker wants to come up, so he may be coming up later. We've got all kinds that want to say hi. So we've got, so we've discovered, we've just decided that the rescue has 17 dogs, but not all of them are here in resident at the sanctuary. And at this point, none of these are available for auction, for adoption, correct?
So there's 17 dogs here plus.
Oh, there's 17 here. I've lost count.
So there's 2 in foster, and technically 4 of these could possibly be adopted. One is actually going to his new home Friday.
Oh, so who's going to his new home?
Nikki.
Nikki, if you saw, I did a little quick video about an hour ago, and Nikki was the one who wanted all the attention. That was the Dachshund, was it Shih Tzu? Yeah, Dachshund Shih Tzu mix, which I gave him a complex because I said he was like the which one of you is what not like the other dogs. All the others, like Shiraz, who's just super calm and super like wanting the love. Shiraz is a short hair. Okay, short hair. And she's got the black body, and then black and tan. So, and then there's another charity that's called Sugar Faces, because Roz is, like me, showing our ears, a little white face, but brown on the inside of the ears, and then a brown, beautiful chest, some color on the chest too. So we'll have different ones. Some of them are finished eating. So Sherman is nestled in. Sherman is from was it Puppy Bowl or Dog Bowl that he was in? So he was in Dog Bowl in 2018. 2018. Wait.
2019. 2019, and then 2020 he was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
So Sherman is famous. He was inducted into the Dog Bowl Hall of Fame in 2020. So he's already curled up. Charlie Brown is already curled up. Let's see, we got somebody ready to make the leap up the stairs here, so let's see who's going to make an appearance.
Frankie.
You want to come up, Frankie? Roz does not want to give up a spot. You want to come up, Frankie? Frankie's not sure. I'm kind of on like a ledge, but their beds are all next to me, so we'll see if anybody else joins us. So let's see who's joining us in the chat. So we've got we've got the dogs are having fun. So we've got Murphy trying to come up. Let's see. I don't know if Murphy will let me pick him up. Murphy pick me up. There's Murphy. Murphy has a piebald coat, so primarily white. Murphy likes to eat more than just food. I've been warned. So you've got the colors on the back, so you can see his back. No, we got you. We don't want you to fall. Oh, no, Murphy didn't go after. Somebody ate my pizza earlier. That was Frankie. That was the puppy. No, is Frankie the puppy? No, Frankie's not the puppy. Lily is the puppy. So this is Murphy. Murphy is long-haired, piebald. Piebald. So I'm the one going bald. He is piebald. So just beautiful. So and piebald means 3 colors. So he's got kind of like oh, hello.
That's Lily.
Lily is here. Oh, Lily is no longer here. That was not my fault, Lily. My lap is not quite a ledge. So Lily was there and then is gone. I'm sure she'll be back, or she'll hate me forever. So he's got the black, kind of the black in the hair, the head, and then the white, which the back is mostly white. But then he's got, is it brown?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so he's got brown on his muzzle. Yeah. And I can smell what you've been eating. So, yes, Catherine, we got the doggies. And actually, can you do me a favor? I forgot. I didn't think I needed it. I can't scroll through anything. Can you look in my briefcase on your counter and look for my little mouse? Hopefully I brought it.
Sure.
Sorry about that. So I'm kind of like trying to watch as it scrolled by because right now I can't even reach my computer because I'm trying to set in a way that you'll be able to see all the doggies. So yes, Catherine, we've got the doggies. So 17 are here. 2 are being fostered. 1 is about to go to his new home. So congratulations to Nikki, who is going to go to his new home tomorrow. No, Friday. So he is enjoying himself while he's here.
I don't see it. Is it in the main part?
Who knows which part it would be in. If it's not in there, we can check the blue bag. I might have left it at the hotel thinking I wouldn't need it. So I apologize if I can't. I can follow it on my phone. So
I have a mouse I can give you.
if you just actually slide my phone over here, I'll just turn it up on my phone. Sorry about that. So we will get to actually showing you some of the stuff that I bought because I got some cool stuff. So I have been, for those who've not been following, Trusty's on the road. Trusty's traveling. So I started out last Tuesday, not yesterday, last Tuesday, heading through Ohio and then into Pennsylvania. And I posted a couple of videos. I still have to post some. I did a great meetup with Elisa from Moonstruck Vintage in Cleveland, and then also Cindy from Mimi's Treasure Cottage, also while we were in Cleveland. So I've got some video from that day. I'm hoping we'll get that up this weekend. And then I did my daughter's graduation. That was actually the part of the trip. So that took me through Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And then I ended up in Philadelphia. And so not last night, but 2 nights ago. Well, no, 2 nights ago, I did a live video with, the water bottle has come out. I don't know who just got sprayed, but it wasn't me. So I did a live haul with, Scott or not a live haul. It was a live haul with Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. And then yesterday he posted a video. I will have another video that he and I did together. I will try and get that posted hopefully by Sunday because he has agreed to do the premiere video. He's agreed to be in the live chat when I post my premiere video. So that'll be Sunday night. So I just have a bunch of videos that I fell behind on. So today I did some shopping at Suffragette City Vintage, and I got this really cool bag. And I did a live video with her. She did not know I was coming. This was not a meetup or anything. But if you do podcasts, I encourage you to follow Antiques Freaks podcast. It's right now. I think they're also reading from an antique book. I know what you're trying to do, Murphy. It's reading from an antique book, but they kind of do deep dives. They basically will take a subject. They just posted one on pie birds. Well, they've done some vintage clothing and some discussion on thrift stores. And Holly from Suffragette City Vintage has been, oh, good Lord. Do you have a death wish? Okay. She wants to be on screen. So, okay, this is not going to end well.
You want me to get him? Here.
And it's all going to end on film. And that's Dawn peeking in. She didn't particularly care to be. Okay, do you eat things outside of food too?
She's
okay. So which one is this?
That's Lily Bell.
Lily Bell. This is the puppy and it has the energy of the puppy. Hello. And that is evidently why she was parkouring across my lap. Hello. So this is a long-haired?
Yep.
Another long-haired, but this one is all brown?
She's got a little bit of tan and some white on her chest.
So then what color is that considered?
Chocolate and tan, I guess.
Chocolate and tan. Okay.
I guess she could be a piebald because she's got the third color. Not sure.
Okay, evidently I spilled something on my shirt that's fascinating to her. I can tell there's somebody in my back. But I don't know who. Oh, Frankie's evidently nestled into my butt. So we'll see if she makes an appearance later. But anyway, she actually has a earring, some sort of there's a little pierced feather. So because I just saw the comment about the collar. She does not have a collar. She has something on her ear. And Annie has one too. We'll see if Annie shows up later. Annie, if you saw. Okay, she's licking the microphone, which I just realized probably sounds really interesting to you guys. Sorry about that. Didn't realize what she was doing. Annie is the one, if you looked at my if you looked at my God, what's in my pocket? If you looked at my video, the thumbnail for this video, that was Annie. Okay, you are too funny. That was Annie. Never work with animals. Now she's burying her head. So that was Annie. Annie's the one that the tongue is sticking out. She's absolutely adorable. Did you say she's the oldest?
Guinness is the
oldest. Oh, Guinness is the oldest.
And Guinness is a just one more Dachshund dog.
Okay. So some of the dogs were like Suki and Gemma are around here somewhere. Suki and Gemma were dogs 4 and 5, I believe. And I am partially responsible. For her having. Welcome to the madhouse. Just one more Dachshund rescue. They were all right here. So anyway, Suki and Gemma were, I think, dogs 4 and 5. I actually wrote the letter of one of the letters of recommendation for Dawn to get those 2 dogs. Little did I realize I was an enabler, and it just kind of opened the floodgates. So several of these numbers, several of the dogs, at least up through Suki and Gemma, those were not rescue dogs, and I think several got added after that. And how long have you had the rescue? 3 years?
3 years in September.
3 years in September. So the rescue is relatively recent. So I think in Europe up to number 20. How many dogs have you rescued?
30.
Oh, wow. You hit 30.
Yeah.
Excellent. So 30. Oh, there's Annie. Annie's a sweetie. Hi, Annie. Annie's so tiny.
She's got food on her head.
And she's got the little tongue action going on. And she's also got the little feather in her ear. So Annie's, you said, was one of the older ones.
She's 6, a little over 16.
Was Annie rescued? You
From Sugar Faces.
Okay, so Annie was from Sugar Face. So she was a senior when you got her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Annie's a sweetie. She's missing most of her teeth. That's why she's missing all of her teeth. So that is why. That's okay. I'll be missing mine someday soon. That is why her tongue sticks out. And no, sorry, Carrie, I am not adopting any of these. My daughter kept suggesting it during COVID because, I was living alone. But once COVID ends, I'm going to be on the road traveling for my day job. And what am I supposed to do with them? So I'm sorry, I fell behind because doing so many things. So Steve is here. Kim from Ohio is here. Julia is here. Carrie from Texas. Sharon Delaney. So yeah, Annie is absolutely a sweetie. Now, I was home alone with the dogs for about an hour, so they were actually really good. Annie did not even notice my presence. Annie never stopped by. Which was fine. She has her schedule. Some of the other ones think I am just their newest best friend, and it was Frankie that actually got the piece of pizza off my table. And I think they were in cahoots because Rigatoni was the one I was warned about. And so he was kind of making a move off to the side. And as I was trying to block her, Frankie came up from underneath my armpit and snuck that piece right out. And I'm like, okay, I have to say I'm impressed. So Annie, however, this is such a sweetie, but not available for adoption.
Nope.
So this has definitely become one of the clan. So if you are not familiar with Just One More Dachshund Rescue, it's JOMDR.org. I did a fundraiser. If you're new to my channel, I did a fundraiser for the rescue last November, and we raised $3,500 for the rescue. And if you follow Kim from Oh My Vintage, one of the ways we raised the money was a bunch of resellers donated mystery boxes. We had, oh my God, what are you trying to do?
Lily, no.
Okay. It's just out of screen,
Lily.
But Lily just cantilevered over my knee. Sorry about that. Don't look at me like that. It's your fault. That was not my fault. That didn't even happen within my reach. So sorry. One of the dogs is blind, and I believe she is the newest to the clan. So that is Annie. Annie?
Abby.
So Abby is blind, and so there was a little transaction or a little transgression going on with the blind dog. But Abby's totally fine.
Yes.
She's been picked up. She's very happy. Also totally adorable. Now Abby is the lighter color. So what is Abby considered?
She's a double dapple, which is bad. You don't want a double dapple because they can be deaf and have vision problems, and she's blind.
Okay, so a double dapple means both of the parents were dapple. Is that what it means?
Carry the dapple gene. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Abby. So she is also one of the rescues. So this was number 30.
No, she's.
Oh no. So okay. Dawn. I keep saying she. Dawn, who is not on screen. Dawn adopted this one as a special needs dog because she is blind. So Dapple Piebald was the 3 colors. So what's Dapple?
Annie's a dapple, and Gemma's a dapple.
Oh, Kim is here. Hi, Kim from All My Vintage.
But she's double dapple. When it's predominantly white,
Okay.
that's double.
So that is Abby. So no, what are you trying to do?
Really?
So she, and Abby had a vet appointment today, and everyone fell in love with her because you've only had her for just for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So like again, newest one of the clan. So Michelle, hey Michelle from Emancipation 300. Mayberry Caboodles, thanks so much. Oh, so Mayberry is saying she had a silver dapple.
Yes, Annie's a silver dapple. Annie, Gemma, and Prince are silver dapples.
Okay, so say that again. Abby.
Annie.
Oh, Annie. Okay.
Gemma and Prince are silver.
So
dapples.
Annie, the one with the tongue. So that was also considered. Okay, so what makes it a silver dapple? Because she was mostly brown.
Right. No,
Oh, so the gray. Oh, I thought that was just because she was old.
No,
Sorry,
no,
Annie.
No, that's she's
always had that gray. Okay. Well, then I'll just tell people that I'm dapple. I'm silver dapple. That's what's going on up here. I'm silver dapple. So yes, Abby's an absolute sweetheart. And so she does not have hearing problems, but you said you're looking at one that also has hearing and vision problems. So her hearing is fine, so she can hear us praise her. Everyone thinks you're adorable and how lovely you are. Carolina Princess thinks you are so pretty. So Dana just adopted their 3rd bulldog from a rescue. Good job. Well, I'm not going to say good job because it's people have their own opinions. People do their own thing. You need to adopt responsibly. Like I will say, my Basset Hound was purebred, but we went to a responsible breeder, and it wasn't a puppy mill or anything like that. That's really what people should try and stay away from is enabling the breeders that treat the dogs poorly. So there's nothing wrong with adopting a purebred if that's what you want, but there's so many adorable options out there, even purebred options that you can get from rescue. Good freaking Lord.
Lily.
Lily just wants to be part of this show. So it's just she sneaks up on me, and it's like Superman. You didn't all see that. You might have seen the tail kind of like zip by as she used my knees to jump onto a chair, and now she can't figure out how to turn around. So yes, I see you, but I don't know what I'm going to do with you because I've got Abby, and we'll give you some airtime. You just need to wait. You need to wait your turn. So Kim is saying that she still has to do one more unboxing video because so we were raising money for the fundraiser. 35 mystery boxes were donated by resellers across the country to one winner. And Kim from Oh My Vintage was the winner. So she has received 35 mystery boxes. She's done unboxing videos for 30 of them. And I'm sure it is no coincidence at all that she has also now started her own live sales. And I can only imagine what is going into her live sale videos, all the stuff that she received for free. So thank you, Kim. And I appreciate Kim also doing those videos. That's very kind because all of the resellers that donated the boxes, they were doing it out of the kindness of their heart. They weren't expecting anything in return. So we tried to give them some recognition. And by Kim doing the unboxing videos has given even more attention to the resellers and then also to the rescue. So I think I put it in the notes. They are not on YouTube, but on Instagram, it's JOM Doxie Rescue. And they have a PayPal address, is paypal.me/JOMDR, just one more Dachshund rescue. So if you are so inclined to donate to the rescue, it would be very much appreciated. But that is not why we're here. We are here to show some of the stuff that we picked up. One of the places that Dawn took me to today was actually a, what was it called? The pet one?
Spot thrift shop.
Spot thrift shop, who all of the proceeds from their thrift shop get donated to spay and neuter, I guess, strays.
No, they do it for pets in the county. So,
Oh, to help pay for, even to help pay, so
Yeah.
people to pay. Okay.
So they work with rescues and individuals.
So yes, I put a lot of people to sleep, Dana. So that includes Abby. So we'll see what ends up happening. Hey, Debbie. So we did go to a, I think they're called Pet Friendly, but when we were picking, we didn't have a lot of time. So as we were picking places to go, she mentioned this one that donated back to to pet charity, and I'm like, let's go there. And I actually found some really good stuff. So I started saying, so I did a live video this morning of Suffragette City vintage. I'll definitely show you some of that stuff, because one of the items that I picked up there, I was talking about Antiques Freaks, and that was when the dog started barking. But so Antiques Freaks is the podcast. Holly has been a guest on the podcast. She owns Suffragette City, which is this is their logo. And they are in Hyattsville, Maryland. And she did not know I was coming, but she was gracious enough to let me video. And then she basically played host on the video. So she gave us a little bit of tour. She specializes in kimonos and some other words that I'd never heard before that are types of kimonos. And I did pick up a couple pieces I will definitely show. But I'll start with some of the things that we got at the Spot. So one, we did not luck out. We did not find any Doxies. We were always on the lookout for Doxies. Hey, Lesta. We were always on the lookout for Doxies. We did not find Doxies, but I did find items that I will be donating to the fundraiser for when we do the fundraiser in November. So these will all be items that will go up for sale. And one of them is, maybe this is why the dogs are going ballistic, because they sensed other breeds were in the house. So this is a collie. It is a Norcrest wall plaque, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just got some great coloration, and it is very nicely done. It's one of those, is a Japan porcelain Norcrest. I just thought this was super attractive. And what I think we're going to do a little bit different on the fundraiser this year is the fundraiser last year ran really, really long because people were very gracious in donating things. And I encouraged them to donate again. And you are asking for trouble. But what I think I'm going to do is anything that's not dog related, I'm going to put up on my eBay store. And then anything that is dog related will go into the live sale. So that way, I already have a couple of nice items that'll earn some nice money on the auction, but it'll mean that the people joining in, because people from the Dachshund rescue wanted to join in, but then they were seeing, Fenton glass and, a lot of things that a dog aficionado wouldn't necessarily care about. So the fundraiser live portion will end up being dog related. Everything else will be donated into either mystery boxes or listed individually. So I will start taking donations for the Dachshund rescue, pretty much any time. I already have some donations, but anything that I pick up over the next 6 months will go into the fundraiser if it's dog related. So that plaque I thought was great. And it was absolutely beautiful. They also had some figurines, and some of them were marked, some of them were not. This just had a Japan stamp. I think he's a pointer, based on the way he's held. I want to say he's a pointer. Black and white, a nice gloss glaze. He has the paper Japan stamp on his belly. So he was a great pickup, and they had a lot of dog figurines. So I had to be selective of what I was picking up. There was one which I appreciated because sometimes we do have trouble recognizing breeds. And this one had the goodness. Now, I think I would have guessed that this was a Spaniel regardless, but this one had the benefit of having a chain around his neck that says Spaniel. So in case anyone didn't know, we have a Spaniel. Now, this one didn't actually get marked, but he's also about the same weight and style of painting as the other Japan figures. So I think he is earlier. I don't think we're moving into Taiwan. Sometimes those just take on a different detail. So this one is a spaniel. I know there's multiple types of spaniels. I think he's too big to be a cocker spaniel. So I'm not sure what kind, but so that was one. And then we also had a terrier that also is not marked. But this one, I don't know if that's an Airedale with that squared off. Good freaking Lord. Okay. Oh, we just did a backflip. Okay. And you landed on Nikki.
Lily.
And she's looking at me like I meant to do that. So she landed on the padded stairs. So she's fine. And she keeps coming back. So clearly this dog is the acrobat of the family, but she's the puppy. So she's proving it. I will bring her up in a minute, but I don't want to put Abby down because she's now completely fallen asleep. Okay, so Amelia is saying a fox terrier, and then I would say, yeah, the Airedales I think are a little bit more sleeker or like more angular. So fox terrier. Thank you, Amelia. So those will just be part of I'll hold those for the fundraiser. If anybody wants things ahead of time that I have like allocated for the fundraiser, I'll just sell them and then I put the money, I'll just put the money aside to make sure that the fundraiser still gets it. So those are items that I'm buying and then donating to the fundraiser myself. There were some fun things that I got. I've had a lot of sewing stuff lately, and these I thought were cute. So they're all the same. It looks like they're all the same company. So this one is 7 kitten motifs. They're embroidery patterns for kitchen towels. So you've kind of got the cool graphics on here. And I think these are probably going to be more decorated or more collected for those graphics than for the patterns, which are actually inside unused. So you got the instructions on the back. It's kind of like a folder. But it was cool because they had those. Then they had like kind of just traditional vintage kitchen. So you just have 6 kitchen motifs. Again, you got the same company. So you've got Superior is the company. Nikki is found. Oh no, he's just found my shoe, so we're good. I do want to make sure. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna stop paying attention to you. You'll be next, I promise. And then, because you just woke up Abby. And then the last one is embroidery. You were getting into more of an ethnic decor. So we'll see what we do with this set. But I thought those are kind of fun. And again, primarily used for the graphics, although all 3 of them have the original art still inside. So you could even, if you wanted to, you could even do something with the actual, decorations. So I'm going to trade off Abby because somebody else is coming up.
He's got really bad breath.
That's okay.
Bad.
I probably do by now too. Okay, we're going to go for Lily first because Lily seems to, Lily's earned it. Wait, no, wait. Wait, have I shown you Lily? I think I've shown you Lily. Wait a minute, you've already had a turn. Yeah, you tricked me. All right, Lily. We're going to take you back down and bring up your brother. And who's this again? Prince. I keep forgetting Prince's name. So Prince also, cutie, covering my microphone. So what is Prince? Prince is short-haired.
Short hair, silver dapple.
Short-haired silver dapple. And he has some teeth, but evidently no top teeth because he gets his lips stuck underneath the big teeth from the bottom. So he's just a cutie. So this is Prince. And okay, so is silver dapple and dapple the same thing? Or is there different types of dapple?
Different types of dapple.
Okay.
So he's a silver dapple.
But he is silver. And so I just, again, thought it was because you were old. Sorry, no offense.
And he's a JOMDR dog.
And this is also a rescue dog from Just One More Dachshund. So Lily is my soul animal. I think Lily is everyone's soul animal. Lily would be anybody's soul animal that walked in the room. I will say I did not, well, other than Frankie. Was it Frankie that stole my food?
Yes.
Yeah, so only one did I inadvertently feed. I purposely not given them any treats. But when I mentioned earlier, I was alone in the house while Abby had to go to the vet. And I was given the spray bottle. just in case. And I never had to use the spray bottle. They barked a couple of times. They were a little loud, but for the most part, they were just kind of like, let's wonder what this person's doing here. And they were very, very low key and very happy and content to have me here. So I'm trying to see, I'm sure I've missed a bunch of the chat, and I do apologize for that. The way I had to situate in order to be able to see the dogs. So you can see, I don't know if you can see what's happening over here. So we've got Roz and Tucker. I don't think you guys have seen Tucker yet. Hi, Tucker. You heard us talking about him. They're like just wrapped on top of each other. And so that's like all around this place are just these dog beds. And they're freaking adorable because the dogs just pile on top, like dog pile. They'll just pile on top of each other, sleep wherever. They don't seem to have assigned beds because Charlie Brown has moved a couple of times. And Charlie Brown is fast asleep, and so is Sherman. So I don't think we're going to meet them tonight. But they just like where they find a soft spot or even a hard spot. A couple of times they just like keeled over on the floor and just like started laying on the hardwood. So they didn't need anything. Yes, Tucker knew his name. So yeah, Tucker is a Roz is wrapped over. Suki and Gemma are actually, they were sisters, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we'll see them, but Suki and Gemma, any pictures of them, if they're sleeping or resting, they're always wrapped around each other. That they've stayed bonded since she picked them up. And you've had them for
9 years.
9 years. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, so that was the one that I'm not gonna say it started at all. You already had 3 at that point, so that just kind of pushed it over to the next level. And you know, we are in somebody's home, but the home has some pretty decent acreage, but we're not like at farm level. She's had to fence it in because it is fairly wooded, and the newest resident of the neighborhood is a hawk. So we have to make sure that the hawk does not find particularly Annie or any of the smaller animals find them as interesting bait. But yes, these my original intention, which based on how this is going, would have probably been a bad idea. I'd originally planned on doing my live sale here tomorrow night and actually trying to conduct business while all the dogs are around. And we're not conducting much business at all because I'm having a blast. I haven't held a dog or petted a dog in a long time. So these things are just sweeties. And so I'm just loving it. So they're all snuggled up. There's one still on my butt, and I'm not. Frankie's just kind of hanging out back there. I'm not sure why. I'm probably putting off a lot of body heat is what's happening right now. And yeah, no, sorry, Carrie, you're a day early. Thursday's a live sale, so I will be still on the road during my live sale tomorrow night. None of the stuff I'm showing here. Well, I take that back. There's one item that I think will be, because these I picked up earlier. I picked these up in Pennsylvania. And this is for Scott. I evidently inadvertently made a comment the last time I sold a vintage hairnet. Scott from the old Curiosity Shop was in the chat, and I said that he didn't have enough hair for a hairnet. Now, I don't know why I said that, because I very rarely, I don't think, ever seen him outside of a hat. So I don't think I meant that he was balding. I think it just meant that, you know, he wouldn't have enough hair for a hairnet, not that he was balding. Well, he took great humorous offense at that, and he brought it up like 8 times while I was with him. So I found more. So these hairnets will be as part of probably part of the live sale tomorrow night because they're easy to ship, lightweight. And so I will definitely include those. I do want to show some of the stuff that I got at Suffragette City. So again, this was this morning. I did a live video on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you would not have seen it. So you can find me on Instagram at THMercantile, short for Trusty Huckster Mercantile. The entire video is posted there. I did also download it. So when I do some videos from some of my other shopping, I may take some clips from that because there was one point the phone literally flipped around in its holder. So all the viewers probably threw up. So I'll probably edit it and include in some. But it is a combination stores in Hyattsville, Maryland, which is inside the Beltway. And it's, what was the name of the bookstore? It was like the best bookstore name I'd ever heard. My Dead Ants Books. That was the name of the bookstore. My Dead Ants Books. Now, they said that their aunt was not harmed in the making of the bookstore. So that's one business that's there. There's another business that the name completely escapes me. They do chalk paint and more, decorative stuff. And then the bulk of it, and the owner of the kind of the combined space, is Holly from Suffragette City Vintage. So again, she'd been on Antiques Freaks, the podcast. That's how I first heard about it. And I'd say probably her pride and joy or the focus is vintage fashion. So she has a lot of vintage clothing. She has a lot of vintage kimonos, but she also has a lot of brooches. So Daniel from THMercantile actually happened to be on the live. And so we made sure we gave him some eye candy. And so I went through some of the brooches and I picked some of them up. And I don't know if they're going to hit this live sale because I think I need to do a little bit more research first. But she helped me pick out some that she felt that she'd had for a little while that she felt that she could give to me at a reasonable enough price that I could still buy, because she's a retail environment. It's a very artsy district there where she is in Hyattsville. So she was very gracious to offer me kind of a dealer discount and kind of direct me toward some that she felt that I might be able to do okay with. So one of them is this blue stone floral brooch, and be careful because Dawn is sitting or eyeing it around the corner, so it may not ever make it to a live sale. It is marked, and I want to say it was marked. Was it Usher? Something with a U. And I don't do jewelry that often. It's just when I can come across it. It was a name that I did. I could read it, but it wasn't a name that I recognized, like Ulver or Ulster, something like that. So that. And that one has the lobster clasp, the safety clasp on it. So I did talk to her a little bit about the safety clasps. And so what she had said is that, older brooches could definitely have newer brooches or newer clasp put on them. So she's like, never discount a brooch as new simply because you see a new clasp on it, because it's entirely possible, if not probable, either the old clasp got damaged or they were just too scared to wear it with the old C clasp, and so they wanted to replace it. So she's like, you do have to kind of know your names, know your designs, that kind of thing. But she's like, if you see a C clasp, those were pretty much entirely replaced by the 20s to 30s. She said she'd never seen a brooch past about the 30s that still had a C clasp. By that point, they had all been, as an institution, they'd all been replaced in their with the safety. So this one I wanted to get because it actually has the C clasp on it, and I need to do a little bit of digging. I tried to get information from her to know what material this is. So we've got the C clasp. We are in the, we're before the 30s. It is a translucent plastic, so possibly celluloid. I don't think it's Bakelite. I don't think it's lucite. So it's one of these cases that I don't know enough about jewelry. So the way it's showing on screen is showing up much more of a white. This in real, like my shirt has white on it. You can see it's showing contrast against the white shirt. It's really more of an off-white.
Ivory.
More of an ivory. There's no way this is ivory. So it's ivory color. So it's sometimes just with the brightness of the lights, it's really showing up as a much brighter white. So I don't know if anybody recognizes, like, even this style, I would have guessed the teens. This is probably pre-deco because you don't have any angularity to this. But I don't know if it's much older than that. So it does have the C clasp to it, and I do not believe this one was marked in any way. So I need to do a little bit more research on that one. This one was a fun one because I know everybody likes their colors and everyone likes parrots. So we've got a little parrot brooch. Now this has, Dawn's eyeing it again. It's got the safety clasp on it. So this one I would say is later, like at least 40s, 50s, maybe even going 60s, 70s. So again, I need to do a little bit of digging. I can't remember if this one, I don't think this one was signed. So those will be showing up, but I need to give back. No, you're not. No, don't. No, Superman. What are you doing? Lily has a death wish. The YOLO. Okay, so we're gonna give back Prince. Sorry, Prince. Say goodbye. Because what I want to show. No, Lily, you just stay there.
Come here.
Because this I picked up. And this will be, was unable to do any eBay auction pieces the last 2 weeks because I was going to be traveling. So I'm still traveling, but so the way I've been doing my eBay auctions is I will put something up on auction during one of my sales. Hi, Roz. Roz really likes this. I will put this up during my live sale to go live during my live sale tomorrow night, and it will end next Thursday, at which time I will be back home. So whoever wins it, particularly if it's somebody from not within the online vintage community, if somebody from eBay wins it, I didn't want to have to turn around and tell them, oh, sorry, you can't ship it for another week and a half. So but I didn't think to bring anything to put up for auction. So all this trip, I've been trying to find something that I thought would be fun to put up on an auction. And this is a perfect example because I don't know anything about handbags. So we've got the metal mesh and beaded handbag. We've got the small chain to it. I looked at a couple while on the video, and the only name I know is Whiting and Davis. And I showed a couple that she had shown. They were on the floor of the store. Like those Whiting and Davis. I believe she scoffed when I asked that. So clearly I am not knowledgeable. And she corrected me. I do not know anything about this one. What I liked about this one, excuse me, Lily wants to see the handbag. Okay, Lily, does it match? Is it your color? So you've got some great detail on this one. So this is not the bag, Kylie, this is not the bag that was on the video. She had mentioned, I can't remember if she mentioned to you guys during the video or if she mentioned it. Man, I haven't had this much attention in years. I don't know if she mentioned it during the video. She might have told it to me off camera, but she had said she had a hoard. So, and she wasn't kidding. So I think we saw 6 or 7 that were kind of in that area where she makes some of her own jewelry with vintage pieces. And then there was another one that was in the case. Now, I don't think I showed that on the video because there was like a box, a tray sitting on top. So I didn't see it until she moved the tray. So I don't think that was in the video, but she mentioned the hoard. So I just asked her, I said, I think it'd be fun to sell. Oh, are we still here? I think I buffered there for a little bit. We're in the woods, so sorry about that. I'm back. So I asked her, and she said yes, she had some extra. So she opened up her stash, and between what she wanted and what she was valuing in that, this was the best combination. So what I'm going to end up doing, because I don't know anything about this, that's why it's perfect for an eBay auction, is I'm going to put it up at what I paid for it. Because at best, I like to be able to break even, and she sold it to me and felt that, it was worth at least that. Okay, now Lily really wants the blue stone brooch. So I'll just put it up at what I paid and then see where it goes, because I literally have no idea what this is going to be worth. So I will do a little bit of digging by tomorrow night. I got to get some pictures taken. I got to be able to post this in time to see if it's marked, to see if I'm sure it's not sterling or anything. I paid too little for it to be sterling. So the auction will start, I think I'll have to look at the receipt. It'll start like somewhere around $38 or $40, I think is what I paid. So that's what it'll start at. And then it'll start tomorrow night. And then it will end next Thursday night in the middle of my live sale. So if you are, doing my live sales, you don't have to watch my live sales. You can do it just like an eBay auction. But if you buy something and you're also in my live sale, I can combine shipping, and I'll give you a shout out, if you are bidding on it. So that is one of the items that I picked up that I will definitely have. I will talk about it in the live sale tomorrow night, but it'll be part of the eBay auction because I literally don't know anything about these. So this is one of those cases I need the market to tell me what it's worth. And, I will say she suggested a different one. And the other one, if you know my channel, it had obvious damage. It had visual damage that even me knowing nothing, I could see the damage. And so I steered away from that one, which she obviously was going to give me a better price because of the damage. And I liked this one because it is in, like, I'll try and get you really close up pictures of it, but Visually, it appears to be in perfect condition. I mean, Dawn's looking at it from across the table, and we don't see, she doesn't see any damage. Now, Riggs wants to be part of the picture. So that'll be in there. All right, Lily, I need to let you down because I need to reach something. Actually, can you reach that brown bag? All right, so the last thing, because then I'll show a couple more dogs and we'll move on, and then we'll close up. She's about to do a suicide mission.
It's like having a toddler.
I know. Oh my goodness, there's Frankie. And I just set Lily on top of Frankie. So can you see Frankie? There's Frankie. There you go. Now, sorry, Prince, you had your chance. You had your time, not your chance. You had your time. Okay, so this is my newest obsession. I picked these up in Philadelphia or in Pennsylvania, and I've been looking at them all along the trip. They are punch boards. I've talked about these. I actually did a live video, or no, a shop with me video in Oswego, and I came across these for the first time. And when I was editing the video, I could tell in my voice I was in awe of these things because I'd never seen them before. I thought they were super cool. So I may go back to Oswego and pick up those, pick the ones that I saw there up. But I decided I'm kind of like looking for them now. So these are punch boards. This one happens to be Easter themed, and they have multiple reasons. So this one was, I have no idea what just happened. So this one was, you could literally use this to get Easter eggs. So you can see if you punch, so there's these little holes in the front that continue into the back. You'll use a little metal punch, which is included in this one. You punch through the hole, and then what you'll get is a little slip of paper that has a number on it. So this one is if you pull the number 1, you get 20 Easter eggs. If you pull the number 61, you get 10 Easter eggs. If you pull any of those numbers in the middle, you get 5 Easter eggs. So it's kind of like a lottery system. They're called trade stimulators. And there's all kinds of variations of trade stimulators. So this one was specifically for selling, I guess, just at Easter time. And it's just a fun way to motivate. Like there's some of these that are out there that whatever you were buying, the huckster, would have one of these boards, and then you punched a hole in it, and what you punched was what you paid. So there's some that have numbers anywhere from 1 cent to 49 cents. So I don't know what they would have been used to sell. And I'm sure there's probably only like one cent in there and probably like 49 cents. But it was one of those cases like you could act like it was a game. And initially these weren't regulated. So they finally got kind of crunched down. And then so they some of them turned into children's games. They're just very cool. So I found this one in Pennsylvania. I found this in Adamstown. So this one's on Easter eggs. And then actually I found both of these in the same spot. So that one is Easter eggs. And this one is my homage to Vinny. We're not quite at pinup, but we've got this beautiful deco era, maybe 30s or 40s film star type image. So this one was sold as a regular board, but you can see the way they were sold. Oh, wrong side. And the way they were sold, the owner was Bauer's. Either they were Bauer's Peanut Crunch or they sold Bauer's Peanut Crunch. So they turned this stock board into something specifically for giving away Bauer's Crispy Peanut Crunch. So it's an absolute, like, it's not necessarily a huckster item, but the fact that these are trade stimulators, I found fascinating. And there's all kinds of variations on them. And they're not particularly expensive. I paid up a little bit for these because I'm not finding a lot of them. And I didn't have to pay shipping, because that's the problem. I mean, there's some of these on eBay right now that you can buy for $5, but then they're 15 to 20 bucks to ship it, because it's not that it's particularly heavy, but I mean, this is wood. You know, this is wood that's been drilled, holes have been drilled in, and then cardboard have been put on top. So this is my newest obsession. So I mentioned it, I joked about it in the Oswego video. I'm like, oh, I may have just found my new collection. Little did I know that I was 100% foreseeing the future, and I did. So I now have these two. I did successfully win 1 or 2 on eBay auctions this week while I've been traveling. I have no business buying anything on eBay while I'm traveling because my car is filled. So I'm gonna stop now. We've been on for almost an hour, and you haven't met all the dogs. So I'm gonna see who we've missed. If there's anybody within earshot, I'll show you. But I've got somebody poking around my legs. Oh, that's Prince. You've seen Prince. Prince doesn't like the newspaper. Let me move Prince's newspaper so he can get by. I don't think I've shown Nikki. Nikki was at my feet for a while. Oh, who we got coming up here? This is Guinness. All of a sudden, she was trying to remember. I was trying to remember their names. She's like, Beer. I'm like, you have a dog named Beer? I was totally baffled. So this is Guinness. Isn't he a sweetie?
He's old.
So Guinness is the oldest.
18.
I'm older than you are, though, but I have dog years. So he is 18. Now, is Guinness a rescue dog, or was Guinness?
From Just One.
So he's also just one more Dachshund.
He was abandoned in the woods by his owner.
Oh, that's right. So this was a guy abandoned this dog in the woods. Was it during COVID?
Yeah, it was last July.
Yeah, so last July during COVID, abandoned him in the woods, and somebody had one of those ring cam things on their front door, caught him doing it. So they saw the driver's license of the truck, and they did find the guy. What did they do to him?
He got like a slap on the wrist.
Oh, he got a slap on the wrist, which that's unfortunate. Yeah. But little did goodness know he had to go through a little bit of suffering, bad owner, and then being abandoned in July. But now he has come to the home of love. He has hit the lottery of doggy lottery, and he's got lots of brothers and sisters, and somebody who takes very good care of him, and Dawn. And yes, he's very sweet. She's going to go find Nikki, because Nikki is the one who won the latest lottery, because Nikki is the one who actually has been adopted. So Nikki is going to his new home on Friday. So Nikki is a Dachshund Shih Tzu mix. So he looks a little bit different than the others. I think he's got more of a Shih Tzu face.
Nikki.
But this is Guinness, Nikki. And Guinness is a very, very sweet, very cutie. And yes, so yeah, Jay Goodwin, it is. It's just Dawn takes such good care of them, and they love her so much, and she loves them so much. I'm honored and privileged that she let me come in and mess up their schedule, and mess up their feeding, and introduce a new factor. They just thought I was the biggest dog she adopted. So yeah, but hopefully everyone is falling in love. So even if you can't have any of the Dachshunds here, because we are in Maryland, we're about an hour south of DC. That is where the sanctuary is for the Just One More Dachshund. And really, none of the dogs are up for adoption. But follow her on Instagram, follow her on Facebook, because they just adopted. Guy just came and picked up a dog the other day. They do pick up dogs specifically for adoption. It's the ones that Dawn tends to keep are the ones that would be difficult to place because maybe they have medical conditions, they need special medications or whatever. Sometimes it's not possible. And so that's why the charity needs the money, because some of the medical bills, even though the Prince Frederick Animal Hospital, mm-hmm. Prince Frederick Animal Hospital, shout out to them. Prince Frederick Animal Hospital is a phenomenal organization. It still costs a lot of money to get medications and do all the things that need to be done. So the charity can definitely use your help. So paypal.me/JOMDR, or, wait till November and we'll have the fundraiser and you'll get some fun stuff, with that. So that is Guinness. So we're going to see if I can get Guinness down. I'm not this flexible. Work with me, Guinness. Put down your legs. Okay. We're just a sack of potatoes. We're good. And this is Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
He's about 13 months.
Oh, so he's a puppy.
Yeah.
He's a puppy.
And you couldn't touch him when I first got him.
Oh, I remember that. Yes. So Nikki was a little socialization issues, and couldn't be picked up, couldn't be touched, couldn't do anything. And just some of the videos, I think Frankie, Lily, the puppy, yes, I think has a good influence on some of the older dogs. So this is Nikki. So Nikki is going to go to his forever home. We're buffering a little bit. Okay. We're in the woods, so the internet's not the best, so I apologize. But when you've got all these dogs, who needs the internet? Who needs to watch TV? So Nikki is a sweetheart. Several of them are asleep, so we will let them go. And we're coming up on the hour mark anyway. So I apologize. I'm sure I missed tons of comments. I've just not had to work this way before. I'm not used to the items that I'm showing you moving. And now his ears covering my microphone. So, okay. So let's see. So somebody's heart just exploded. Jeannie's loving seeing all the pups. Amelia's the puppy is so sweet. That could be any one of them. They're all so sweet. Nikki is so Book Bewitched is having socialization issues too. So that's we can all relate to little Nikki, but that gives us all hope that we can turn out like Nikki and someone will give us a home. Yeah, Jeannie, definitely adopt a pup. And yeah, they're hanging out. And yes, he's a fluffy lump of sugar, aren't you? But he kind of has more of a Shih Tzu face. Mm-hmm. You know, he's more rounder. He's got the little stubby legs, but I think Shih Tzu has stubby legs too, don't they? Aren't they kind of short?
Yeah.
So, and Prince wants to join the party again. Prince, if you fall, you might break something. So let's just keep you right there. You see, they can see you. There's Prince saying hello. You got Prince's ear waving hello. But we're just going to let you stay there. And Nikki's slipping between her legs. Sorry about that, Nikki. All right. So I think that we're going to stop here. I will be doing more live video or more haul videos. They may not be lives. I just started doing some of these haul videos as lives because if I wait till I get home, I literally have way too much stuff. So I figured this one would be fun, a little bit different. Hello. And give you guys a little bit more entertainment than just staring at me. You get to stare at somebody even hairier than me. And we've got Prince hanging out here. We got Nikki draping himself over my like I'm a fainting couch or something. And then we've got Tucker. Yeah. We got Tucker kind of hanging out regally over on the side. Roz, who was a jumper when I first got here, and I was completely calmed down. And then Frankie is asleep again behind me. So we've got Frankie there. And again, out of the 17, I think you probably met about 10 or 11 of them. So that's me with the Just One More Dachshund Rescue clan. So I think you might have seen Dawn's hand at one point. You might hear her voice. So this is, so we got Dawn. She's going to say hi. There we go. Hi. So this is Dawn. So she's the mastermind behind the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. And I know Dawn, she and I used to work together. So I used to live here in Maryland for a couple of years. I worked for the company for 15 years. She is coming up on her 17th anniversary at that company. She's a saint in so many ways. 12. There you go. And so we worked together for about 10 years where we overlapped. So because I was there for just under 15, but I've been gone for 3. So that's how we met. And like she said, the rescue is only 3 years old. So the rescue is very new. She's got a heart of gold. Love helping her out. So November will be the fundraiser for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. And if you've fallen in love with any of the dogs, you can always donate. Follow her on Instagram at JOMDR Rescue, on Facebook under Just One More Dachshund Rescue, and her PayPal account is paypal.me/JOMDR. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and I'll be popping up tomorrow for my live sale. And I'll probably be putting something out. I want to get the video I did with Cindy out in Ohio. I'll probably get that out maybe on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I am going to be doing a premiere video at 8 p.m. Eastern where we will have a live chat. And that will be a video that I did with Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. And he has agreed to be in the live chat with me. So that'll be Sunday night. So I'll post that all out later. And for now, before Nikki slips from between my legs, we're going to sign off. And thanks all for giving us your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. And have a great night. Bye, everybody.